Hey guys, welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Tiara Bree and you're watching Buzzworthy Businesses. Today I am with Tim Brak with Really Good Beer Stop. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Wonderful. So I know it's a really good beer stop, but tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so we're what's called a craft beer store, bottle shop slash growler store. And what a growler is it's basically a jug of beer. And it's the oldest form of how beer was transported, and they've kind of reinvigorated them, and they've come back around. So people can come in and grab a 64-ounce, 32-ounce, or a gallon of one of our 20 taps, and then they take it home and enjoy it with friends. And then we call it a propane tank. They get to try it again and bring it back.
That's awesome. I like that.
Well, yeah.
And then so craft beer, for those who don't drink beer like myself, what is a craft beer as opposed to, a regular domestic beer?
Yeah, so they typically break them up based on the size of the brewery and how much beer they actually put out. So you've got, of course, your big, AB InBev and those types of big breweries, and then you've got craft breweries, which are typically more of a local, regional, or national type of brewery.
Definitely.
They're going to put out a lot less beer than some of those bigger guys, and then they also start to tweak the recipes a lot more and do different types of beer.
And then I heard you say IPAs earlier. It's so much more than just IPAs. What else do you do at a craft beer?
So, everybody, when they talk about craft beer, they start to say, okay, I don't like IPAs, they're too bitter, and that's not what it's all about anymore. So you're starting to see a lot of breweries go to Pilsners and some of the lighter beers and lagers, and then one of the biggest components that's taken off right now are stouts and sours. And so a stout, of course, is a big dark beer, but they mix it with things like bacon or coffee or other stuff, lots of chocolate, and it's always really good. And then the sour side of things is changing even more. We'll purposefully sour a beer and make it taste different, and it almost comes across like a kombucha tea or something around that line.
That's awesome. I had no idea. There's so many different types of, local craft beers. And so what is your favorite type?
I'm a big IPA fan. I always have been. And then I've really gotten into barrel-aged sours and barrel-aged stouts.
And what does IPA stand for?
India Pale Ale.
And where did that come from, India?
It's actually an English term from way back when. So when they would ship beer over to India for the troops from England, they found that the beer couldn't make the journey. And so what they did is they started to put extra hops and ingredients into it to make it where, as it was in the boat or the ship going all the way over to India, they could make it all the way there. So those extra hops became something that everybody really liked, and then it became an IPA. So
That's
it's
awesome.
India Pale Ale, and then the Pale Ale was the first version of that, and then we took it another level and did a double IPA.
That's
American
cool.
And an Imperial IPA, which is twice as much of all those ingredients as well. So it makes it even more hoppy, more refreshing to me, but maybe not to everybody.
It's sounds like something I need to try, though.
Absolutely.
And you said people can come and take the beer away, but can they also try it there?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 20 rotating taps, and what's nice about it is whenever a keg blows on one of the taps, we put on something completely different behind it.
That's cool.
So there's always going to be new and exciting things coming through. And people can come in. You can do everything from a 5-ounce pour to a pint or a 10-ounce pour, depending on the beer and what's going in it.
That's awesome.
And then everything's sold to go as well.
And is the location big enough to have like a little tasting or event or anything at?
Yeah, we've got about 28, 29 seats there. And we typically have events throughout each month. Like this month, we're featuring Ballast Point, which is a great brewery out of San Diego, and we've got a bunch of their beer on exclusively this month as well.
That is amazing. Well, if somebody does want to come there, they want to try some beers, if they want that propane tank you're talking about, how can they contact you?
They can go to reallygoodbeerstop.com and or follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on all the social feeds, and we're very active on all of those. And on our website, we have an events page, but also on social, we post pretty much every day about what we're doing in store and how people can access us.
Well, Tim, I'm excited to come try some of those beers because I honestly have tried almost none of the ones you said. So I look forward to that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time at The Buzz.